Okay, I'm back again. Second test of the day. I'm having some difficulties with my phone and live streaming. The My camera kicks me like off of YouTube, and then when I reconnect, um, I can't see the chat again. So I don't know if it's my phone or just some kind of glitch. So if you guys are there, can you type something in so I can see something in the chat here? So yeah, yesterday everything was fine, and I was talking for about 5 minutes, and then the signal disconnected, and it actually came back on its own. But I couldn't see the chat. And I started 20 minutes ago, lasted for 19 minutes, and it kicked the chat right out of YouTube. It took it. It's still in YouTube, but it kicked me out of the live stream. And I was almost 20 minutes into streaming, so I'm not sure what's going on, guys. Trying to what's going on because I don't know how to fix this at all. I never had this. This is my seventh stream now, and my phone's never done that. And if it did do it once, we disconnected. I think I did it once. It came back, and it was just fine. Sometimes I talk for 2 or 3 hours, at least an hour. I never had that problem. So I'm not sure what to do on this. So if anybody's there, can you type a word or a letter or a number or something? So I'm not seeing anything in the chat right now. So hope I can get through this problem. Okay, Snakes Diecast. Hey, how you doing? Say, Ron, how you doing, bud? I'm doing pretty good. I'm hanging in there. I'm having some trouble either with my phone or the signal. I came on live yesterday. I came on live 20 minutes ago, and I'm on my phone, and something disconnects. I don't know if it's my phone, the Wi-Fi, and yesterday when I came on, it reconnected, and I'm talking for like 2 hours, and I couldn't see anybody's chat at all. So I didn't think anybody was there because the number said 0. So I just kept talking because I knew later, people would watch it. And then so I just started today, and I was talking for 20 minutes, and I seen everybody's chat. And then my live stream just kicked out. It went to something on YouTube. So I manually reconnected it, and then I'm back. I want to see if it fixed itself. So I don't know how to fix this one. That's why I'm putting testing out and having difficulties and all that. So yeah, if you guys could just keep writing something or just type in a word or a number just to keep the comments going. So I see you put one comment, Snakes. I just want to make sure I see everybody's. Because last night I went back on my computer and I didn't think no one was in the chat, and I had like 5 to 7 people in the chat. So they were just chatting among themselves because they were putting in there, Ron can't see our chat, something happened. So I don't know if it's my phone. My phone's fairly new. It's only about a year old. So it shouldn't be the phone. I'm up to date on Wi-Fi, good modem and all that. So I shouldn't be having any problems. So, okay, it shows 2 people here. So Snakes, if you're still here, can you type something in? Even if it's just like a number 1 or something? Because I see your first comment. I'm not seeing anything else. Hope I don't have to restart it over again. I'll give it another couple minutes, and then I'll just cancel this one and start it again. See what happens. Maybe if I do that enough times, it'll cure itself, I hope. Snakes Diecast. Hope you're surviving the pandemic virus. Bullcrap, this is really making my diecast collecting. Yeah, I know. Well, thanks for writing, Snakes. Yeah, I know we all have to stay inside and can't go hunting for anything, and diecast and Hot Wheels and all that. I know. Yeah, so far I'm doing pretty good. I feel good. So yeah, my nose was running a little bit here and there. because we've had some weather change here in Las Vegas. One night it's kind of on the warm side, the next night it'll be kind of cold. So when it goes back and forth around this time, like spring and fall, there's that weather change. So and I have allergies, so it kind of plays with my allergies and everything. So sometimes it makes me feel like I have a cold when it's just my allergies kicking in. I was looking on my list, Snakes. I think I showed you, maybe I missed your name. I've been putting everybody on my list because I like to put their name and where they're from. And I don't have you on my list, so can you type what state you're in, or if you live in Canada? I have a lot of people on my list that live in Canada. See, damn scalpers hoarding up all the damn toilet paper. I can't even. Okay, yeah, I hear you. Yeah, you kind of have to ration everything right now: toilet paper, food, water. Yeah, I know it's really hard right now. It's hard on a lot of people. It's like how they say on the news, we're all in this together, and hopefully we can slow down this virus to where it goes away, or till we get a shot for it or something. So, let me know what state you're from. I don't have you on my list. I thought I had you. Sometimes I miss comments. Okay, see, Julian the Snake Man from South Los Angeles. Okay, so you're from South Los Angeles. Okay, get you on my list here. My comments, I have to keep scrolling down. See. Okay, Snakes. Got you on my list. Right there. Gotcha, buddy. That's a California city of Angelinos. Yeah, that's right. I used to live in Southern California. It was like 25 years ago. I lived in Lancaster, California. But I worked in Hollywood, close to Universal Studios, and worked around there a lot. And yeah, I've been to LA. I had another job where I joined the union, and the union was downtown LA. And then I had another job that was downtown LA, worked on Central Avenue. Yeah. See, how's the weather there? Where you at now? The Midwest? No, I'm in Las Vegas, Snakes. Yeah, Las Vegas. The weather's really good here. It's not that cold outside. It kind of wants to rain. It's a little cloudy, a little overcast, but the sun's peeking through, so it's supposed to be kind of cloudy all this week. So do you live close to like Dodger Stadium? I know that's around downtown LA, close to there. It's been a while since I've been there. And I used to go to, oh, I almost forgot the name. I don't want to butcher the name. It's been a long time. It's been about 30 years since I've been there. Elvira Street. I think I'm saying that right. And that's where you buy all the authentic Mexican food, and they have the clothes, and they play all the music, the Mexican music. It's really neat. Let's see, City of Wise Guys, not bad. I'm more south and near Gardena and Torrance. Okay, yeah, it's been a long time since I've been out that way. I used to go to the Rose Bowl in Pasadena for car shows and swap meets, for the cars, everything to do with classic cars. And let's see. Yeah, that's been over 25 years since I've been to the Rose Bowl. I used to go to Pomona Swap Meet, the car show. I used to go, Jesus, my dad used to take me. My dad was into classic cars, and probably from the age of, say, 8 years old, all the way up to maybe 26, 27 years old, I went to Pomona, to the Pomona Car Show. So I don't know if you've ever been there. Yeah, Gardena, yeah. As my dad used to buy a lot of classic cars and sell, and he used to take me with him when he'd go looking, for cars and stuff. And I've been to Gardena and Torrance and all around that area. It's just been a long time. Let's see. Snake says, how long you've been staying in Las Vegas? Those Vegas cops look like some hardball cowboys on badges. This year makes 25 years, Snakes. I've been here in Las Vegas. And, I don't know too much about the cops because I never got pulled over for a ticket. I never got arrested. So I really don't know too much about them. The only complaints I really have here in Las Vegas is the traffic and the accidents. Because almost every day when you go out, we have a couple streets here. Every time you go out, there's always an accident. If it's a fender bender or a drunk driver who ran, through an intersection and it's a really bad accident. Get a lot of fender benders out here. Because Las Vegas, it's kind of considered a big city now. I forget how many people we have here, but when I moved out here 25 years ago, that's when everybody was moving out here. But the last 25 years, it's just gone crazy. And then with the T-Mobile Center and the new stadium, they want to build a sports stadium. And gosh, although there's stuff out here, if people don't live out here, they're always out here, So yeah, it's good, Snakes. Yeah, I don't speed, so I don't get any tickets. I don't get into trouble. I basically see the police on the news when they're doing a traffic accident thing, or somebody gets robbed or something like that. But I really haven't had any experience with the police here. Let's see, any coronavirus action over there. Yeah, a little bit. At our McCarran Airport, they said on the news that one of the traffic controllers came down with the virus, and they slowed down the planes and I guess closed that part off where he works, and they cleaned it all up and sent him home and everything, or to the hospital, whatever they had to do. So yeah, there's a couple out here. I forgot the exact number. Yeah, maybe a handful of people out here that has it. But as far as I can see on the news, the people are doing really good. They're staying home, like our officials want us to do, unless, you have to go out to the store and get your medication or, some food, It looks like people are going to the store, getting what they need to do. If there's anything left, and then they come right back home. As far as public gatherings and stuff, so it seems like most people are staying home, so that's really good. I heard in Florida, I was reading on the news that the spring breakers in Florida, the young adults, they're not taking this very serious. They're on the beach, they're partying and drinking and having a good time. And I seen the picture of the beach, and there's a lot of young adults there. So I'm surprised they didn't close the beach down, because there must be hundreds or thousands of, young adults partying on the beach. So, we're not supposed to be over 10 people. So I don't know what they're doing. But the one guy said, he looked maybe 19 years old. He said, well, if I get it, I get it. So I don't know. They're not taking this very serious, So what about where you live? Are they, oh yeah, I heard in California, didn't they just do that today? Didn't the governor say you have to stay home? Because here in Las Vegas, I don't think it was mandatory, but they, strongly suggest it, and people have been listening to that. So that's what I did, I've been staying in, and I think I heard that on the news today. Your governor made it mandatory to where you have to stay in. There was one lady on Facebook I know, and she was really bored, and she lives in California. So she got in her car and she was just driving around, and she said, people aren't listening to the officials, they're out, walking and stuff a lot. They're not staying home. She just stood in her car. It was just her. So yeah, they should stay in. Hey, Vienna, how you doing? I'm trying to go live again. I don't know if you were still on last night or yesterday when you left. My phone disconnected, and then when it reconnected, my live stream, I couldn't see anybody's chat. So I think after you left, I did like a 2-hour live stream, and the number said 0. So I was just waiting, for people to come in, and they never came in. And when I was done with my live stream, somebody left a comment and said, "Ron, we were here the whole time." So I had like 5 to 7 people for the 2 hours in the chat, but I couldn't see it. So I came on today to see if it's just a glitch or if it's my phone. It did it once already. It disconnected. And then I manually reconnected it. And so far, it's working pretty good. I'm 16 minutes into this second time. So how you doing, Vienna? What are you up to today? These snakes. Yesterday, we have over 2,000 cases of infected persons to death so far here in LA County. Oh, it's up that much to 2,000, huh? Pages, Films, and Plastic. Hey, how you doing, Pages, Films, and Plastic? Thanks for coming to my live stream. Just telling everybody I'm having some technical difficulties the last few days with my phone. I'm hoping it's not my phone and it's just a glitch in the signal or something. So I wanted to come on for a while today and see what's going on with my phone. Let's see. So I don't know if you know, Pages, I've been writing people down and they come into my live stream so I can get to know them. I write down their names and what state they're from. Would you mind telling me what state you're from so I could put you on my list so I get to know everybody? Let's see here. Vienna, I'm good, just cooking for our breakfast. Oh, okay. What are you having for breakfast, Vienna? That blew me up a little bit too much there, didn't it? Let's see. I don't know what happened there. I'm just trying to figure out the phone. Wait a minute, guys. I just blew something up here. I don't want to blow me up that big. Let's see. Just keep talking among yourselves. I'm still here. I'm just reading something here. Trying to hit a few buttons here. Yeah, I did something. I didn't want to blow myself up that big, and then I did something else here. Not sure what I did. I have like a filter thing going on here, and I don't want that. I'm still new at all this stuff here. Wait a minute. Okay, I got rid of the filters. I blew myself up too big. Okay, let's see. Scroll down here. Okay, Pages and Film, you're from Puerto Rico. Okay. Let me write that down here. I know my face is blowing up really big. I'm trying to fix that in a minute here. Just bear with me, guys. I don't know how I blew my face up so big like that. Let's see. Okay, let's see. I see your comments, so that's good. Okay, let's see. Okay, got Pages and Film from Puerto Rico, Snakes Diecast, pancakes, fried eggs and ham with toast and coffee. Okay, I see all that. Okay. The snake says, Ron, in the future, you ever been to the famous pawn shop from the famous TV series? Um, I've I've drove by there a lot. Usually when I go by, the line is out the door and going down the street. And but I've watched most of their shows, and maybe one of these days I see on the show, you know how crowded and everything they are, but like I said, every time I go by, the line's out the door and going way down the street because all the tourists that come here, that's one of the first places they want to go. So no, I haven't been there yet. You know, I drove by, but I haven't been inside yet. Yeah, Pawn Stars. Yeah, yeah. They always play it. I think on channel 36 here, they're always playing Pawn Stars. So yeah, I know it's a really big show. That and Pickers, they're always playing Pickers here. That's on channel 43, I think, on History, if I remember right. See, Snake says, OMG, you should make a store and a video from your channel. Yeah, they probably don't let you film in there, I'd imagine. Maybe the outside. I don't think you can film inside. Keep talking. I'm just trying to hit a few buttons. Let's see. Oh. Okay, that's the filter. I'm trying to get my face smaller where I had it. I don't know what happened there. Let's see. There's only a few buttons on the phone. I don't know what I hit. Yeah, so maybe one of these days I'll go into the pawn shop, the pawn store, see what's going on. I was reading, they had a thing on the news, I was reading on my computer that those guys aren't there all the time. And that they're rich now, you know, the Pawn Star guys. So now they just come in to film. So they were saying they actually don't work there all the time, like you see on the show, like they're just waiting, you know, for the public to come in. So they just come in for filming, and then they go home wherever they want to go, and then they have employees there that stay. So that's true. You know, you'll go there and they might not be there. So yeah, I was reading that on the internet. Trying to shrink this down here so I can see your chats, but now I can't make my face smaller like it was before. And there's no buttons here for that. I have a filter button, a share button, highlight, mute, microphone. I don't know what I did to blow that up. So what kind of TV shows do you guys like to watch besides Pawn Stars? You guys like Pickers? The Snake says, Ron, do you collect Auto World? I heard the old man from Pawn Stars. Croak, that sucks. Yeah, the old man, he passed away a while back. I forgot exactly when. So, no, I haven't started with Auto World. Actually, no, I usually just collect Hot Wheels, some Matchbox. And I started in sometime last year. I bought a few M2s. You know, they're a little bit more expensive than the Hot Wheels. This old man died about 2 years. Okay, it's been 2 years. Yeah, see, time went quick. I thought it was sometime last year. So, yeah, that's a shame. Yeah, keep talking, guys. I'm just trying to shrink down the picture. I don't want on my face is so big. There's no buttons to hit. There's a filter button, a comment button. I don't know what in the world I tap to blow myself up like that. See, Pages in Films and Plastics says, I like to see old episodes of Alfred Hitchcock Presents and The Twilight Zone. Yeah, I love The Twilight Zone. That's one of my favorite TV series. Matter of fact, I have it on Netflix. I saved it. And I've already watched all the Twilight Zones, the whole series, twice already. Sometimes through dinner, I like to watch that and relax. Let's see. Yeah, I like Alfred Hitchcock movies too. See, Snake says Family Guy, Pickers, Monkey Garage. Oh, that's a while ago. Yeah, um, Gas Monkey. Yeah, I used to watch that a lot. I don't think they're on anymore. I haven't seen them in a long time. Paige says, I'm not really sure how long ago he died. Okay. Yeah, I like all those shows. Yeah, Pawn Stars, Pickers, Gas Monkey, and then I forgot his name, the guy we have out here. Oh, the Count. He's right here in Las Vegas. He restores classic cars. I just forgot the name of the show, but it's Danny the Count. He has real long hair, wears a bandana, rides a motorcycle. I forgot the name. I know it real well too. I did go to his shop once, and I just missed him. He was closed. The shop closed, but I know where it's at. I want to go again because they have a tour. It's a free tour. You can go in there. So I want to take the tour and look at all of Danny's cars. So Pages says American Pickers is great. Yeah, I know. And it's been on board like 10, 11 years. I think I've seen every episode. Every time I turn on channel 43, Pickers is on. Every time. Says Ron, what kind of car do you drive and do you prefer American Muscle? Okay. Actually, yeah, I have 3 cars. I have a custom 1987 Nissan Mini Truck that I bought brand new. And it's all tricked out. It has blue and purple flames on the hood and the doors, fat tires on it, chrome wheels. It's tricked out really nice. And now I guess that's considered a classic because it's an 87. I keep that really nice. I have a 1970 Oldsmobile Rocket 88. And I have a 1969 Dodge Charger that I've had for a very long time, ever since I was a teenager. That was my first car, actually. So, yeah. What about you, Snakes? What kind of cars do you like? What kind of cars do you own? Anybody in the chat? What's your favorite cars? I'm just working on my phone trying to shrink my face here, and I can't do it. I don't know what in the world I hit. I just tapped on my phone to scroll, and it blew everything up. I'm just happy I can see the chats, though, and I can talk to you guys. I just want to shrink my face a little bit. I might have to do it after I end the live tonight. I don't know what I did. It's always something. At least I can see you guys, though. See, Paige, I have seen the whole Twilight Zone more than 2 times, the whole series. Yeah, I've been watching that. Oh man, the Twilight Zone reruns probably since I was a little kid. Yeah, a little kid. So I couldn't even count how many times I've seen each Twilight Zone. Couldn't even tell you. And if I did have a number, no one would probably believe the number because I've seen it way too many times. I probably wouldn't even believe it if I knew. See, Snake says, I love the heavily tattooed brunette from Pickers. She's one hot mama, laugh out loud. Wow, you have some nice cars. You should show them on your channel. Yeah, I'm going to eventually. So I'll be doing that. Oh yeah, I know her name from Pickers too. Like so when I come on camera, it's like all my information I know just goes out the window. Because they're always saying her name. They're always calling her when they're in the van, calling her at the shop. Yeah, she's really pretty, yeah. Yeah, she has a lot of tattoos too, yeah. I I read somewhere she was saying that what was it? I think she was into some kind of dancing, like the old school burlesque dancing, because she likes vintage things and old costumes. And I think she had a costume that looked like a belly dancer type thing, because she likes that old burlesque type of dancing and vintage costumes. So she's into that. Yeah, she's a real interesting woman. Really smart with the antiques and collectibles and all that. She really knows her stuff. I can't shrink my picture, guys. Do you know that the answer to this on the phone? I don't know if you guys live stream on your phone. I was talking to you guys and I was scrolling up and down, and all of a sudden my picture just blew up. My face is taking up most of the phone. I was trying to make it smaller. I was just tapping on the phone and it just blew my face up. Let's see. Snake says I have a 215 Toyota Corolla, which is my daily driver, and a 1984 V8 Monte Carlo. That's my project car, and I only drive it on the weekends. Oh yeah, Monte Carlos are nice. Yeah, a friend of mine had one a long time ago. And I see they use them to drag race a lot, for race cars. I watched that where they race in Oklahoma. I can't even think of that name. I race it all. I mean, I watch it all the time. They're the fastest drag racers in America. You probably know what I'm talking about. I go on camera and I forget everything. So that's what I've been doing. Everybody knows when they come on here. I think this is like my 7th live stream. And I always show my 2020 movie catalog. It's like 400 pages of DVDs. So a lot of times I don't like, it's playing on TV. So I have a pretty big DVD collection. I collect DVDs. I really don't show them on YouTube. I don't collect them. Like as a collector to put them away. I just buy these, to watch them because I don't like what's on TV. So that's what I was doing last night when I couldn't see anybody's comments. I was just looking through my catalog here, waiting for people to come in, and here they were in my chat the whole time. I just couldn't see them on my phone. So at least I can see the chats now. But my face on here makes me look like a giant. I don't like that. At least I can see you guys. The snakes, I put 4,000 into it so far. It has a 383 stroker, 5.7L engine with headers. Wow. So are you going to drag race it? Or is it just, like a nice street machine? And they're a pretty light car, if I remember right. And I think on, I wish I could remember that show where they race in Oklahoma. I think not them, but somebody else that were racing in another state had a Monte Carlo. And I think he said they're light cars. That's why he liked using it to street race. The street legal, but he used it to street race. Let's see here. 2 pages. I have to leave now. Might come back later. Gave you a thumbs. Okay. Thanks, Pages. Thanks for coming in and chatting with us. I got you on my live stream list, and thanks for coming in, buddy. You stay safe out there, okay? Thanks for coming in. Let's see, snakes. I collect Blu-ray and play them on my PS4. Just my street machine. Okay, just your street machine. Okay. You take care, Pages. Stay safe out there, buddy. Yeah, it started, way back. I was collecting VHS tapes because that's why I got the book here, because I like more of the classic movies. I don't know if I told you that before. I tell everybody that my live streams. And actually, then the DVDs came out. I had a whole bunch of my classic movies on VHS, so I sold a lot of them. The others then I gave away, started collecting DVDs. I was hoping they wouldn't do that same thing where the DVDs go out, like the VHS and the cassette tapes and all that. So yeah, so I just collect what I like. I like more of the older movies, and in my live streams, I always mention that I like movies like usually around like from the 1940s up to maybe like late 60s, early 70s. I like some of the modern movies, but I really want to see a good movie between like 1940s and 1960s. That's where I really like the movies at. Okay, Pages. Okay. Thanks, Pages. Appreciate that. Let's see what's live. The Snakes Diecast says, what's live streams? Downloads. What do you mean, Snakes? I'm not following you. So usually I have a DVD right here next to my book, but I didn't pick one out. So when people go back to my past live streams, I usually hold up a DVD like if it's The Birds or American Graffiti or a Stallone movie. I always have a DVD ready. But tonight I didn't pick out one. There's a few things I saved on Netflix that I want to see that I found the other night. So I want to check those out. Let's see, Snakes is live streams, downloads. I'm not sure what you mean. Are you trying to ask me how to live stream? If you're asking me how, you go to the camera on YouTube and you hit that on the phone anyway. And then you put the title, and I'll ask you a few questions, and then you take a picture for your thumbnail, and you hit live, and then you're pretty much ready to go. On the laptop, that's what I'm having trouble with. I'm trying to go through StreamYard, and they're telling me my computer isn't set up. I need Google Chrome to go through StreamYard to stream. The thing is, I have Google Chrome already, and it's not working. Something's missing. So I have StreamYard, I have Google Chrome, but it won't let me live stream on my computer. That's why I'm doing it on my phone till I can figure out what to do here or call somebody or something. So I spent like 3 hours this morning working on it, some this afternoon, and about 14 hours into StreamYard just trying to stream on my laptop. So I worked on a lot this morning because what my phone did yesterday, popping out like that, and I couldn't see the chat, so I thought, well, I better really work hard and get my computer, set up. But 3 hours and I don't know, it's not working. So I can figure that out. I just have to keep live streaming on my phone. So was your question for a laptop or your phone, Snakes? Snakes, okay. What do you think about 4K DVD? Those are pretty expensive. I haven't got into the 4K yet. I just keep ordering out of my catalog, and I just get the regular Blu-ray. And a lot of times, I'll tell you, Snakes, I just get the regular DVDs because I only see a pinch of difference, between the Blu-ray and the regular one, just slight. That's like really, trying to strain my eyes. And usually the regular DVDs are so much cheaper than the Blu-ray. So most of my collection is just the regular DVDs. I do have some in Blu-ray though. But I usually just get regular DVDs. But the 4K, yeah, I don't know nothing about those yet. I'll have to look at my catalog. Coming up pretty soon here. I don't even know if they have the 4K in here. I'll have to look later. Thought they just had regular. Yeah, see, a lot of it just says Blu-ray or DVD. It don't even say 4K. Well, I'll have to check into that. Let's see, snakes. Do you collect G.I. Joes? If so, which are your favorite figures? No, I don't collect G.I. Joes or figures. Some people gave me, I don't know if you call it a figure or more like a doll. It's Catwoman. It's, I don't know, maybe about 8 inches tall. And then one of the penguin, yeah, the penguin from one of the Batmans. And I think something else. They just didn't want it anymore, so they gave it to me. But I'm not into figures. Uh, they're cool and everything. I just never got into them. My buddy, it's Area 51. You might know him. He lives up in Canada. He's really into that. Figures and Star Wars, G.I. Joes, comic books, RC, planes and cars. And I think he just said he has 10,000 figures. Do you know Area 51? If you don't, you should go on his YouTube channel. And now he's streaming live every Sunday morning. And see, his time, I think in Canada is the same as ours in California and Las Vegas. So he streams at 10 in the morning. And he's always showing his figures and collectibles. Let's see, did you ever see Robotech, a very famous anime cartoon from the 80s? I didn't see it. I heard about it. Snakes Diecast, 10,000 figures. Wow. Yeah, his name is channel name is Area 51. So if you want to check him out, yeah. I don't know if it's it looks like a garage, and it's pretty big, and he has like over 100 superhero statues of Batman and Superman, Wonder Woman. They're all on the shelves. He has tons of boxes of comic books, action figures, and he displays everything real neat. And his overflow, he puts in boxes, and is just a real interesting guy. And he's very smart. He knows all about toys, all kinds of stuff. And he used to collect Hot Wheels, so he knows a lot about those too. But he got out of collecting Hot Wheels and just comic books, action figures, ton of action figures. And I think he even got into making his own statues on those 3D printers. I don't know much about those. But I think he made some kind of statue on a 3D printer, if I remember right. Maybe 6 or 7 months ago. So yeah, he's really smart. Any questions you have on toys, he's the guy. On all different subjects, from comic books, like I said, to action figures, unusual toys, rare toys, if they're cars or dolls or action figures. Really smart guy. See, Ron, I envy your full set of hair. I started shaving mine off once the receding line started coming out in my mid-30s. Oh, thank you for that, Snakes. Yeah, sometimes well, you'll see on my YouTube videos, I'll have long hair a little bit longer than this, and then I'll shave it, not shave it all the way down, but it's called a clip. I get a 0 on the sides and a number 4 on the top. And sometimes I just want to go shorter, especially in the summer months. And yeah, I've been lucky. My hair's pretty thick, and I really haven't started losing any that I could see or thinning. But yeah, thank you for that compliment. Well, I'm so glad I can see your guys' chats. Just gotta shrink my head down a little bit here. It's taking up most of my phone, at least half of my phone. I'd love to know what I hit. I just tapped on the phone and boom, my head blew up on here. Let's see. Yeah, so having a lot of hair is nice, but it can be a pain after a while, especially here in Las Vegas, the wind blows a lot. So I like to get like a crew cut, most of the time, but I just haven't got it cut lately. I'm overdue. The Snakes. Ron, something tells me you used to rock that pompadour hairstyle, huh? Yeah, I like both, you know. For a long time, I kept it a little bit longer than it is now because it took me a long time to train it. Because my hair likes to grow in different directions, you know. A lot of guys' hair, um, I don't know how to say it, but like when they comb it, it'll comb back really nice. Like the top of my hair, it'll grow in different directions, and my hair really likes to spike. So if you notice, if you go back to my older videos, I'll start off like with a crew cut, and then you fast forward to my videos, then you'll see me with spiky hair because when I put the gel in my hair, it's too short. When I comb it back, it won't comb back, it just spikes up. So even with the gel, my hair has to be at least as long as this for it to comb back. Otherwise, it just spikes. So a lot of people are probably wondering what's going on. One video has a crew cut, then it goes into spiky hair, then it'll be slicked back. So that's kind of how it goes. My hair just naturally wants to be spiky. So I'll just put a little gel and boom, it just spikes up. So yeah, it's fun having, you know, a lot of hair, but sometimes I get tired of it and just want to get a crew cut. Now, when I was younger, around when I was 17, I started growing my hair long. So let's see, what age was I? I had it long until I was about 26. I have a lot of pictures too. I had like down to my shoulders snakes. And so I played electric guitar and I played rock music and was in a, you know, a few bands here and there. No big deal. But if I was wanting to be a rock star like everybody else, you know, so I have a couple pictures where I started. I never teased my hair, but I put hairspray in it, you know, so I blow dry it upside down when it's down to my shoulders. My hair kind of looked like Tommy Lee from Motley Crue in the 80s. A big hairstyle. If you remember Tommy Lee and Vince Neil. So I kind of had bangs. Then my hair was kind of going back a little bit spiky, but it'd go back a little bit. Then I had the sides coming way out, all the way down. So I guess you could say I had that 80s hairband look, you know. Not quite as big like Poison, but more like Tommy Lee from Motley Crue. Of course, I wouldn't wear it like that every day because that's a lot of work. Hair, blow, wash it, I blow dry it upside down to get the volume, and then put a lot of hairspray in it, you know. And usually when I go out at night or on a date or something, that's what I do. Other times I just throw a hat on, put it in a ponytail, you know. That's a lot of work to go through every day. And then as I got older, I don't know, 24, 25, I started cutting it a little bit shorter. I still kept it really nice. I was at a blow dried and hair because, you know, in Lancaster, California, it's the desert too, like here. No one would get, the wind would blow every day, every afternoon pretty much. And so you had to use a lot of hairspray. The Snake says, I love the 80s. I grew up in the 80s and 90s. Yeah, I really like the music more than the movies out of the 80s. I love the music. I used to listen, well, I still do, you know, Poison, Motley Crue, Joan Jett, all those 80s, you know, bands, and a lot of fun, you know. I still listen to them. My favorite bands are Rolling Stones, number one, rock and roll, and then the Motley Crue. You know, that's my second favorite bands. Those are my two top favorite bands. I like all kinds of music. You know, I can go back to the '50s. You know, with Elvis Presley, Buddy Holly. You know, all the way up to the '80s. So I like all kinds of music, a big variety. Some people will say, Ron, what's your favorite music? I'll like say, oh, you had to ask me that question. You know, I tell them anywhere from the '50s to the '80s. You know, it can be a variety. I love the Beach Boys. Like I said, I play electric guitar. I do all the songs, the Beach Boys, Chuck Berry, a lot of Rolling Stones, some Beatles, and just on and on and on. Some people ask me what's my favorite music. That's a hard question for me to ask. So Snake says, once that R&B and rap crap music came out, it all went down the drain. Yeah, I really don't like rap. I know a lot of people love it. It's just not my thing, you know. So yeah, I love rock and roll, especially the classic rock and roll, and the '50s rock and roll and rockabilly and all that stuff. And there's a few people I like, today, some like Britney Spears, for pop music, I think she's really good and good entertainer. She was playing up here in Las Vegas a long time. I wanted to go see her, but they played her one night on a concert that I don't know what they call it, but it was somebody filmed her playing here in Vegas, and it was a beautiful concert. All the footage and everything was like an hour and a half. So I thought, well, I really don't need to see her because I just seen it on TV, and they got really close. She even called a guy on stage, so she could sing to him and everything, and the camera was right there. So where the camera was like being in the first row seating. So it was like really being there. I got a pretty big TV, so it's like being, right there in concert. So to see her, so that was really neat. Let's see. Let's see here. I love '50s Richie Valens. Oh yeah, he's good. Matter of fact, I know you already seen it, the movie La Bamba. I saved it in Netflix. I've already watched it twice. I really like that movie. It's a really, really good movie. I seen it years and years ago, and they weren't playing it on TV too much. So when they put it on Netflix, yeah, I grabbed that up and I saved that one. I don't know if you were here or not. In my other live, I was saying, it says, "Did you ever get tattoos? I'm all sleeved up for an old man." No, Snakes. I don't have no tattoos. Nothing. The funny thing, Snakes. Some people ask me that. I used to watch all the reality shows of tattoos, like Kat Von D. She's in Hollywood, and the tattoo competitions. I'm forgetting their names now. I remember, I forgot the name of her show, but I'm sure you know who Kat Von D is, the pretty girl. She's all full of tattoos. And then they had a bunch of other ones, and there was one or two shops here in Las Vegas that were on TV doing that. I love watching people get tattoos. I don't know why, because I don't have one, but I like watching them get them. I like hearing their stories, why they get the tattoos, and I enjoy the tattoo artists drawing and putting the tattoos on them. I really do. Um, um, I thought about it, like in my early 20s, but you know what, Snake? So many people that had tattoos, because I would ask them about it, you know, and I'd say, "Do you ever get tired of them?" Some would say, "Yeah, I wish I never got them." Some would say, "Yeah, I might get tired of them, but I'm still glad I got them." But this was years ago. I know not everybody has them, and they get them young and everything. I find them very interesting, and I think they're neat. Yeah, I just never got one. I think I was always concerned that I might regret it, or I might get tired of looking at it, or I might regret it. And then you have to go through the tattoo removal. I even seen shows on that, the people that have to go and get them removed because they don't want them anymore. And then I was always concerned if they don't come out right, then you have to go to another guy to have them cover it up with another tattoo. They had a show on that. You might have seen it. It was a reality show just designed to fix tattoos, to cover them up with another one. But you have to go bigger than that tattoo, you know, to cover up the old one. So yeah, I even was watching that. Matter of fact, on Netflix, I saved it. It's another tattoo show. I haven't started watching it yet, but I saved it. Let's see, Christine B, welcome. I think you're new here. I have a list. I was just telling everybody I write down people's names and what states or countries they're from. Would you mind telling me what state or country you're from? I'll put you on my list. It helps me get to know people better. I'll show you my list here. I'm having a little bit of trouble with my phone, and I don't know what I hit, but I blew up my face. It's taken up half my phone, and I don't know why. I was telling Snakes about that, and I can't seem to get it back down where it is. Maybe it won't do it until I quit the live stream. I don't know. So let's see. You gave me a thumbs up. Thank you, Kristen. I appreciate that. So yeah, if you could let me know where you're from, I'll put you on my list. This is about my 7th live stream. So I still consider myself new to it. Okay, watching from the Philippines. Okay, great. You have quite a few people from the Philippines and other countries. Let's see. Put you on my list. So I'll go down, scroll the chat here. Let's see. Okay, Kristen, I got you on my list. Thank you. Let's see what we got here. Let's see, Snake says, poor dude lost his life at such a young age, 17, a damn talented, rest in peace, La Bamba. I like tattoos. I'm in my mid-40s. If I had more space, I'd get more laugh out loud. Yeah, when I was watching some about Kat Von D, the lady who does all the tattoos, and I think she had, I forgot what area of her body, she had one little space left, and she wanted to get a tattoo there. And somebody asked her, well, when you're all filled up, what do you do? And she says, well, nothing, you're done. So, yeah, and another thing, you might know this answer, they say tattoos are addicting because they say once you get one, then you want another one and another one and another one. So I don't know if that's true or not. Yeah, I think all girls get them now too, of course. Years ago, I think it was mostly, just men, and they just get one on their arm, and eventually they started getting the sleeves and all that. I've enjoyed watching through the years how it's progressed, and I see most women seem to have them, younger ladies, 18, 19. I see a lot of them on Instagram, got the sleeves on their arms and a lot on their tattoo, a lot of tattoos on their legs, their hips, and then like on the sides on their ribs. I don't know what you'd call that, but yeah, tattoos are very popular. And I have a question for you, Snakes. They say tattoos hurt really bad. What do you say about that? Because when I watch all the reality shows on the tattoo shows I was telling you about, some people say, oh yeah, it hurts so bad I couldn't stand it. Some women or men, they'll go in there and say, well, it didn't hurt that bad. Some will say it didn't hurt that bad because I had a drink before I went in. And so I was just curious what your thoughts on that. Some say it feels like 100 needles at once. So I was just wondering, I really don't know how it feels. Imagine it'd be pretty painful. Yeah, I've watched a ton of tattoo shows, and I forgot the name. I was telling you that the competition, the tattoo competitions. I forgot the name of that, but those are real interesting. They have like 4 or 5 people, and they pick volunteers to get tattoos, and they have to come out a certain way, and then you can win like a big cash prize or something. So I used to like to see who would win. Yeah, I'm starting to forget all that stuff because it's been a couple of years, maybe 2 or 3 years since I've seen that. And but yeah, I want to start watching this one on Netflix, the tattoo. I think I don't know if they call it a thumbnail or a trailer. I think it shows a bald guy shaved his head and he has tattoos on his head. I think some on his forehead. That's what caught my attention. So yeah, I want to check that out. Yeah, for a guy who don't have any tattoos, I like watching people get tattoos. And then when I was about maybe 21, I went into a tattoo parlor. I don't know if it was to ask directions or something. And it was a biker guy, like this real big biker guy. And he had a lot of tattoos. And he was getting a tattoo. And I was watching the tattoo artist, giving him a tattoo. So I found that real interesting. So Christine B, I'm still listening here, host. Okay, I'm just glad I can see you guys in the chat. Kristen, I was telling everybody yesterday, I like live streaming, but I'm still new at it, and I did a 2-hour live stream. And after 5 minutes, I could see people in the chat. After 5 minutes, something happened. I don't know if it's my signal or my phone, but my phone, I'll just say my phone, it disconnected, and then it reloaded, and I couldn't see anybody in the chat no more, so I thought everybody took off. So yesterday I did a 2-hour live stream. Now I'm just talking like I am now because I know people will go back later and watch. And I thought, no one's in the chat. It said 0 the whole time. So I'm talking, like there's 100 people in there. And come to find out, after my live stream, somebody notified me that I went and looked. I watched my live stream yesterday on my laptop. I had like 5 to 7 people in there the whole time that were talking to me. Because I was asking questions like, who's your favorite actor? I was waiting for people to come in. I thought maybe people were just busy or, spending time with their families and didn't want to go on live streams. So I just kept talking. And when I find out I had people in the chat and I could see what they put, they said, Ron can't see us in the chat. That's why he keeps asking me the same question. So I'm just happy I can see your guys' chats today. My phone already disconnected once and I had to do it manually. So this is my second chat for the day. So I'm just happy to see your chat. So I felt bad for all those people. I was hoping they'd come in today so I could apologize to them. I didn't know they were there. I kept scrolling, but there was nothing there. It was just a blank screen. I could see myself in my phone, but I couldn't see anybody's chat. So I go back, I was reading everybody's chat. So they probably don't want to come in my chat now thinking, well, Ron won't see us anyway. So I'm hoping they do, so I can apologize to them. So Kristen, what kind of movies do you like? I was just telling Snakes, I'm a big movie guy. I have a big DVD collection. And I'm always showing my catalog here, the DVDs it's a catalog I order out of. I'm always looking through and showing people, because most people I know like movies. They like to talk about them and stuff. This is Snakes. Ron, do you ever shave or you just prefer the white beard? I go back and forth. If you see my videos, you'll see sometimes I don't shave all the way. I just use it's an electric beard trimmer. So there's always stubble. Then I'll let it grow out for a while. Then I'll shave it. So yeah, my beard's getting mostly white, and I don't dye my hair at all. When I put the gel in it, I do have gray, but it seems to hide a lot of the gray. So I do have more gray than it shows. It's showing like here and some of the sides. But after a shower, if I put the gel, then you see a lot of the gray. But yeah, my beard and mustache went gray really, fast. So, but even without gel, even if I just put like water, the water kind of darkens it. It kind of like covers the gray. So a lot of people probably think he dyes his hair, but he has a white beard. He don't dye his beard, but that's because I don't dye my hair. So, but yeah, I don't worry about gray. Gray hair, gray beard. I don't. It doesn't bother me any. So. I'm just hitting some buttons here. You guys just keep talking. I'm just trying to shrink my picture here. Nothing seems to be working. Maybe after I can play with it and see what I did wrong. So Snake says, Ron, you didn't read my answer about tattoos. Oh, I missed it? Let's see. Let me scroll back down. Let's see. I'm scrolling, Snakes. Hang on. I don't see it. I see where you said, did you ever get tattoos? I'm all sleeved up. And then you put about Obama, poor dude lost his life at 17. And Ron, did you ever shave? We just prefer the white beard. And then it says, Ron, you didn't read my answer about tattoos. I don't see it because I've been scrolling. Can you retype it? Maybe it didn't go through. Or I'm not seeing it. I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it, Snakes. That's why I want to live stream on my laptop. So the chats will be off to the side so I don't have to keep scrolling. So I'll try to retype it. I wanted to hear your opinion on that. I like to ask people. Some people say it hurts, some say it don't. But you don't know, who could be exaggerating and say, well, it didn't hurt, but it really did, So, you don't know. So, Kristen, if you're still here, how's the weather in the Philippines? I know it gets hot there. Is it hot there today? So, Snakes, what are your favorite things to collect? I know you're in the diecast. Do you collect anything else? It's been a while since I've been on your channel. I'm behind on a lot of people's channels. Hey, Margaret, how you doing? I'm having problems with my phone really bad today on this live stream. I want to apologize to everybody from yesterday. I was hoping everybody would come in that I missed in my chat. And, my phone, messed up. It disconnected yesterday. And when it reconnected after about 5 minutes, the chat went down to 0. So I thought everybody just left. So for 2 hours, I'm talking and looking in my DVD catalog, as you know, and it said 0. And then right after I ended the live stream, you're doing good. Okay, great. Somebody wrote me and said, Ron, we were in your live stream almost the whole time. So I got on my laptop and I played the video and I seen in the chats, like 5 to 7 people there the whole time. And then I felt bad. So you guys were leaving comments and answering my questions. If I said, what's your favorite actor? You were telling me, my favorite actor, Ron, is this guy or this woman. And I seen everybody's chat. And then I felt bad because I didn't see it. So I was hoping everybody from yesterday would come back in. I was just telling Snakes they're probably afraid to come in because they probably think I'm going to have the same problem and I won't see them in the chat. I'm seeing the chat right now, Margaret, but it's been going good. Let's see, for an hour right now. Right before the hour, I went for 19 minutes. Yesterday was just 5 minutes and everything was fine. When I hit 19 minutes, whatever glitch this is, it took me right out of my live stream and I don't know, somewhere on YouTube. So I cancel it. I had to start all over again. I've been going good now for an hour and 9 minutes. I just didn't know if it was my phone, if it's my Wi-Fi, a signal. I'm hoping it's not my phone because I don't know how to fix this problem. And then Margaret, we'll get a probably laugh out of this one. I was talking to Snakes and everybody in the chat, and I was scrolling, down. And I don't know what I tapped, but it blew my head up really big. It's almost taken up half my phone, as you can see. I can't get it back down. So if anybody knows what I can hit, or if I have to wait till after the live stream to shrink my head back down, and because I don't really like it like this, but at least I can see everybody's chat. But I look like a big giant. I look like the camera's right here. I actually have it like a foot and a half away from me. But see, it looks like I have the camera right here. I don't, or my phone. I was just tapping right on the screen. There's no buttons to hit. I was just tapping as I was scrolling down. You know, Margaret, how my face usually looks on my videos, on my live streams, and boom, it just blew my face up half as big as my phone here. It's crazy. At least I can see everybody's chat. The other people didn't come in yet. Either they're busy or they don't want to come in because they figure I won't see their chat. I'm glad you're doing good, Margaret. Thanks for coming. It's great to see you here. I was just asking Kristen, she's from the Philippines. I know it's hot there. I was asking how the weather was doing. It's really hot, if it's raining. The weather here's been pretty good. It's cloudy. I think we're supposed to get rain on and off this week. But it was sunny, a little bit cool, a little bit cloudy. So Snakes put, Ron, I collect Marvel Comics, Funko Pops. That's about it. Oh yeah, that's enough. I know the Funko Pops. They're not cheap like Hot Wheels in the comic books. They're getting expensive. I remember years ago they were 75 cents, and they went up, and now not too long ago they were $2.99. Now they're $3.99. And I collect mostly Wonder Woman, and then some of the special issues are $4.99. It's like, when is this going to stop? These are comic books. They shouldn't be $2.99 and $3.99. They should still probably be the 75 cents. I wonder what the dealers are paying for them. 20 cents, 25 cents, and jacking up to $3.99. I don't know. It's just a comic book, real thin paper. I don't know why they're so expensive. To me, that's expensive. A new comic book is $3 and $4. If I take my time, it takes me about 20 minutes to read one comic. I thoroughly enjoy it. And that's kind of a lot to me, $3 or $4 to read for 20 minutes. Let's see, Kristen B says, shout out, ma'am, to Margaret. Yeah, Margaret School, she's a loyal subscriber and follower. And I know the signal is pretty bad, where she lives. A lot of times she can't watch all my videos and live streams, but she does the best she can when the signal's good. Because in her area, the signal is weak a lot, isn't so good. But when it's strong, she's really there. She's very loyal, very good subscriber and everything. So yeah, you want to check out her channel. She has some great videos. In the Philippines, she raises piglets and then sells the pigs. They grow up a little bit, and so yeah, she raises pigs and piglets, and she has videos of her like chopping up coconuts. She has all kinds of things. She has a nice little farm going. She started, and yeah, she teaches you a lot of things. Life in the Philippines, how to do things. So yeah, if you don't have her, you'll want to get Margaret, definitely. Let's see, Snakes. Ron, how close are you to the Vegas Strip? I bet it's super convenient to get a stripper out there. Yeah, I live, actually, I live about 5 minutes from the Strip, but I just tell people 10 minutes because the traffic's so bad. But if you go like at midnight when everybody's in bed, and a ton of signal lights there. So if you catch all the green lights and no traffic, yeah, you can probably get there in 5 minutes. Yeah, there's a lot of strip clubs up here. And then I used to be in the phone book. Now, remember the phone books? I went a lot thicker than this. The yellow pages. They used to have a lot of strippers in there, and they called them. They wouldn't say strippers. They would say what was it? Dancers. They'll come to your hotel or wherever to give you a dance. I don't know what they call it now. Call girls or escorts or something. But now everything's on the internet. They'll come to your hotel room and all that. So yeah, we have a lot of gentlemen clubs, a lot of strip clubs up here. I don't even know how many. I'd say probably at least 10, maybe more. Some are real big and elaborate and expensive. I haven't been to one in about, let's see, it's been a long time, maybe over 20 years. Let's see, Snake says, Ron, were you out there back in 1996 when the famous rapper Tupac was shot in Vegas? Yeah, Snakes, I was here. I moved here in 1995. So yeah, it happened right in front of the MGM, right around in there. So yeah, I'm real close to the MGM. Like I said, 5 minutes away. So yeah, I was all over the news. Yeah, it was a big deal. Yeah, I was here. Yeah, that's great. Your chats are coming in great and nice and clear. So after my live stream tonight, I don't know what I hit to blow up my face like that. That's so weird. Doing the same thing. I'm scrolling down, check the comments, and that's the weirdest thing. It's never happened before. Between yesterday and today, weird things with my phone. Crazy. Things I never thought would happen. So what about in LA, Snakes? Do you guys have stripper clubs there, gentlemen's clubs? I know in Hollywood, well, I didn't go to them when I was in Hollywood. I think they were on Sunset Boulevard. I think called what was it? I'll say the Dollhouse, the Seventh Veil. I don't know, something like that. I used to drive by there a lot, but I never went in them. When I first moved here in '95, I went to a handful of them. Yeah, I've been here since '95, so 25 years. Yeah. Now it's funny. Like I said, I've been to one in a long time. 25 years ago, they used to charge $20 a lap dance. So that was to $20 for one 3 minute song. Because the song is usually about 3 minutes. And I was watching this TV show or movie. It was a movie of today, maybe like last year. And the guy said, well, how much is a dance? And the stripper said it's um, $20 a dance. So I thought, oh, it's the same price, but it's a 3 song minimum. So you figure each song is 3 minutes. So that's $60. So you see how they did that? It's like a little bit of a trick there. Oh, it's still $20 a dance, but a 3 song minimum. See? So that's $60. So they're really charging you $60 for 3 songs. It's not 20 anymore. It's 60. They just threw in the extra 2 songs, which is kind of BS, to me. But I'm not their boss. I can't control that. See, there's a few gentlemen clubs out here, but nothing comes close to Vegas. You lucky devil, laugh out loud. Yeah, there's one that I know of on the strip. Again, I forget the name. I've drove by it a lot at night, and it's real classy looking from the outside. They have like limos that pull up. I think celebrities go there, rich guys go there. I don't even know what the strippers, it might be $1,000 a lap dance. I have no idea. Or it might be all VIP seating, but I heard it's pretty expensive, and those guys probably drink champagne. And the last time I was at a strip club, let's see, I think I got a beer. I think it was like $6 or something. That was way back then, like over 20 years ago. So yeah, I don't know about now, but they were outrageous on the drinks, and the strippers come up to you and they start bugging you. Can you buy me a drink? Will you buy me a drink? And that's kind of like a turnoff for me. I used to like to go, and then if you see a stripper you like, you talk to her and say, I'd like a lap dance, and like that. And then over here, you got them coming up on the side. Will you buy me a drink? Will you buy me a drink? It's kind of, I know that's their job, but To me, that was kind of a turn off. I really didn't like that. I don't know what they do now. It's been a long time. Yeah, we have them up here. And then I don't know if you've been to Las Vegas or not, but they have these big billboards that light up, and they put them on trucks. I don't know what they call them. They're trucks that carry these signs, and then it tells you what strip club they want you to go to and all that. Now the girls have pictures on there, and they drive up and down the strip back and forth like a neon sign for advertisement. It's kind of a clever idea, but so yeah, that's something new they have here that they didn't have 25 years ago. 25 years ago, you had to look in the phone book, you know. Of course, now you get on your computer or telephone, talking way back, your cell phone, and find all that out. Let's see, Ron, were you home when that deranged shooter did the mass shooting from the Mandalay Bay? Yes, Snakes. Yeah, luckily I was home. And again, I'm 5 minutes away, from the Mandalay Bay, the strip. And yeah, and I watch the news that night. I try to watch the news, every night around 11 o'clock or so. And yeah, I was just in shock. I never thought anything like that would happen, and especially in your own hometown where you live, So yeah, that was very shocking and very sad, and so there's all these shootings around the world, and in America, it's just sad. See, did you hear the gunshots? No, I didn't hear the gunshots. I believe I was watching a movie that night, so I probably had the TV up a little bit, too loud. Maybe if it wasn't on, maybe. Um, yeah, I was definitely watching a movie that night. So I remember when the movie ended, I watched the news, and then that's when it was all over the news, all the people running and scared, and other ones trying to help everybody. And yeah, so that was really sad. Yeah, so I was home. So yeah, I just hope there's no more shootings. The world has enough problems, and don't need these crazy people out there, that's for sure. So yeah, I'm glad you collect comic book Snakes and everything, all your collections. So what's your favorite Western movie? That's funny. Yes, I was on my 2 hour live yesterday. I was going through that, and they have the DVDs in the book here. And my favorite one is The Rifleman. I've seen it so many times. Second would be Bonanza. Third would be The Big Valley. Those are my top three. But I was telling the people that I couldn't see in the chat, I've seen so many Westerns, the John Wayne Westerns, Clint Eastwood Westerns, Wagon Train, a lot, even back to the Lone Ranger. Those are my three: Rifleman, Bonanza, and the Big Valley. I've watched those since I was a little kid. Not here lately. I don't even know if they're on, in reruns, but I know all those by heart, especially the Rifleman. Yeah. What about you, Snakes? Which is your favorite? And what's your top three? I like the little popcorn emoji you put there. And do you like the Westerns of today? Myself, I don't. I don't know why. It's just, um, oh yeah, Unforgiven, Clint Eastwood. Yeah, I like that one. I've seen that one a lot. Okay, Young Guns. Yeah, I watched one or two of those. Let's see, one. Okay, Young Guns, two Unforgiven are my two favorite. I forgot the name again. I like, you probably seen this, the Western with Had Leonardo DiCaprio in it and Sharon Stone. I forgot the year, maybe the 90s. For a modern Western, I did like that one. Of course, I'm a big fan of Leonardo and Sharon Stone, so that helped a lot. But it had a good story, so I really did enjoy that. I just forgot the name of it. And Unforgiven, of course, that had a good story. I've seen that a lot of times. I'm a big Clint Eastwood fan. I think I've seen all of Clint Eastwood movies. Yep, big Clint Eastwood fan, Stallone fan. Um, Burt Reynolds fan. But I go way back to the older actors too. Robert Mitchum, um, Burt Lancaster. And I can't think of them now. Without looking in my book, it's like I got a little cheat sheet. People start asking me questions. That's like Burt Lancaster. It's my face blowing up. I can't even. So you have like Burt Lancaster here. Let's see, right there. Yeah, Robert Mitchum, and yeah, I like all the older ones. I was saying yesterday, even Bob Hope. I've seen a lot of Bob Hope, Dean Martin, Jerry Lewis. Let's see. Snake says, today's movies have too much camera effects. Yeah, you're right, definitely. And also, Hostels with Christian Bale, Great Western. I don't know if I've seen that one. It sounds familiar. I might have. Yeah, so I did have a few on Netflix, and I just kind of passed them up. To me, yeah, I don't know. They just can't compare to like The Rifleman and Bonanza and I used to watch Little House on excuse me, Little House on the Prairie a lot. Years ago, growing up. That was another one of my favorites. Of course, there weren't the shootouts and the fights like that. As I still call it like a western. Big Michael Landon fan. I've been watching Michael Landon and Highway to Heaven on Netflix. I don't know if you've ever seen that show, but it's a nice family show. And a lot of people call it an emotional show. It really gets you hooked to the show like you're right there. If you've never seen that show, you might like it. Um, so yeah, when there's no movies on, and if I don't feel like playing a DVD, I'll just turn on Highway to Heaven. So I think they made I don't know how many episodes. It ran for 5 seasons. I'm in the third season of Highway to Heaven right now. Let's see. Okay, shit, it's on Netflix. Yeah, I'll try to find it. Yeah. I don't know if you were here on that one live stream I did. I was telling everybody I had so many good movies in Netflix, and it took me like almost 2 years to save up my favorites. That well, closest to my favorites as I could get. Now I'm forgetting the movies, but a lot of them had older actors in them, like James Dean, Rebel Without a Cause, and like Aviator with Leonardo. Just a bunch of movies. I had close to 100 movies in Netflix, and I've seen them all before, but I was saving them, for when I'm sick or like now, downtime. And one night I went to go in there, Snakes, and about 30 of the movies of my favorites were gone. They left me the ones I really, could live without, but they took the 30 I really wanted to see again out of Netflix. So I called up and they said, whoever owns the titles, the studio or whatever, they can do that. They decide they want James Dean Rebel Without a Cause not shown on Netflix, they can pull it. Our cable company said they have no um, choice with that. And I said, well, they took the ones I've been saving, collecting for 2 years. I said, if I known that, I wouldn't have did that. Because I've spent so many hours that turned into days looking and searching and saving up. I said, and now you guys just wiped them out. I was really mad. And so I'm not doing that no more. I'll put maybe one or two in and then watch them. I'll save them. But I used to spend, like an hour or 2 hours at a time till my eyes were just almost killing me, reading. And now yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. I'll just go like one or two at a time. So Snake says, what's your favorite cartoon from your early childhood? Popeye, Tom and Jerry, Woody Woodpecker. Yeah, I liked all those. I've seen all of them. Uh, Tom and Jerry was one of my favorites, and then Popeye, and then the Flintstones. Yeah, those I watched a lot. And Scooby Doo. Yeah, those were probably. Oh, and the Jetsons. I love the Jetsons. That was so futuristic. As a kid, that was just wow. And a lot of that stuff we're doing today. The Jetsons. So yeah, those were my. And then I used to watch the kids' shows that weren't cartoons, like Wonder Bug. It was a dune buggy that would come alive. You might have seen that. And it had headlights on top of the hood, and the headlights would wink at you, and the front fenders would pop up to wave for you, and the dune buggy would wink. And the dune buggy was painted like candy apple red, and mag wheels on it, fat tires. Um, and there's another show I forgot. Yeah, it was called Wonder Bug. They have a few um, episodes on YouTube. About a year ago, I looked it up, and actually, I used to like the theme, and yeah, I used to like that show a lot. Wonder Bugs. I was watching that on YouTube. Yeah. So yeah, Snakes. If you're into movies and everything, you should maybe think about getting this catalog. I got it for free because I order a lot, but it's $8 for Movies Unlimited. But that's 400 pages, And I was reading this like for 2 hours yesterday, thinking no one was in, like I said, and here they were in. But check out this writing, how tiny it is. Sometimes I have to use I only wear these glasses for reading, but the writing is so small, sometimes I have to use a little magnifying glass. Check out this writing. It's like, here's my finger. And I'm not that big of a guy. I'm only 5'7", about 130 pounds. Look at that writing compared to my finger, Snakes. As I was reading this yesterday, my live stream for about 2 hours. By the time I got done, my eyes were killing me. Let's see. Snake says, you like the Family Guy? The Horn Dog Pervert is hilarious. I've watched about maybe about 5 episodes of Family Guy because I was waiting for something else to come on, and he was on the channel. Yeah, he can be pretty funny. Yeah, that's way too small. Yeah, that's what I said. It's way too small. But if they made it big where you can actually read it without busting your eyes, this book would probably be 10 times bigger. So that'd be more money. I guess more money, more paper. Maybe that's why I have to make it so small. But yeah, it gets to your eyes. Yeah, I usually read it like for about a half hour and then quit. I don't know. I read it for 2 hours, just waiting for people to come in the chat and all that. But yeah, and then at Today Show's TV, I like The Big Bang Theory. I've seen all those. I don't know if you've seen that show. The older shows, sometimes they play MASH. I've seen all of those. I'm trying to think what are the newer ones. I used to watch a lot of reality shows, but they're not on anymore. I know Pickers, we discussed, is on. Pawn Stars. I found a few neat things on Netflix where this lady takes people's junk and she restores it and resells it. I haven't started watching it yet, but I saved it. Let's see. You said you own a G-Body Oldsmobile Cutlass. Now, it's not a Cutlass. It's a Delta 88, 1970. Delta 88, Rocket 88. It's a low production car, so there's not too many of them out there. I don't know if you know what one looks like. So the 98 had longer fenders. This is the 88, shorter fenders. And I got it, it's painted a real pretty silver metallic. I have chrome wheels on it and fat tires. So it's a luxury car, but it looks like a hot rod. the paint job, and I got chrome Kragers on it with fat tires, not too fat, but they're wide all the way around. Dual chrome exhaust. It's really nice. Let's see, 1980. Wow, show me. Yeah, I'll have to take some videos one day. Really nice videos. I got them in the garage. I'll have to back them out. Take when the sun's nice and bright. Take some really nice videos. So I thought about doing some YouTube videos on them. So most people don't ask that question. That's a good question. Most people don't ask me what cars I have. They'll say, "What kind of Hot Wheels do you have?" Or "Did you get the new Hot Wheels?" or something like that. Not too many people ask me what cars do I have, though. That was a good question, Snakes. You're on the ball. So what about your Dodge Charger? Question mark. What do you want to know? I've actually had that since I was 14. That was my first car. And my dad was in the class of cars and we restored that. And I've had it all these years, so it's in the garage. I don't drive it much. It's sitting in the garage. So yeah, I love 69 Dodge Chargers. I have maybe 3 or 4 in Hot Wheels. Yeah. So I see Dodge Charger, I try to get the Hot Wheels. Come on, Ron, so I'm just a person. Yeah, I can. I'm on my phone right now. I actually don't even have any pictures on my phone of my cars. I keep saying tomorrow, tomorrow. I have them in an album, but they're kind of put away right now. Yeah, I'll have to do some YouTube videos and take some pictures for Instagram. I'm on Instagram, same name, Ron the Future. Do you have Instagram, Snakes? I forgot. It gets confusing because a lot of my YouTube friends have Instagram and some don't. Some will have Twitter or something else, and some will have all three: YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. So it gets confusing to try to remember. I know a lot of people on YouTube and now Instagram. Then a lot of friends on Instagram, they don't have YouTube channels. I know a lot of Hot Wheel guys and some comic book guys. They're big on Instagram, but not YouTube. So it just depends. They like to take pictures instead of video. I was the opposite. I started doing YouTube first, and I just got on Instagram last year. So I'm kind of new to Instagram. So yeah, I was telling the people yesterday in my chat, this book's like 400 pages. I'm only like on number 54. But that's 54 reading all this small print. It just wasn't, skipping through the pages. I was actually reading, all that small print. But like I said, after about a half hour, geez, it really gets to you. So yesterday I was asking the people, like I said, I couldn't see their chat. And, but a lot of people watch my live streams afterward. So I just pick somebody like, I said, "Oh, do you like Warren Beatty?" Then I read the movies like Bonnie and Clyde. So yeah, I have that on DVD. Then I go to the next actor, and here the people were in the chat the whole time. So I feel bad for that because I didn't know that. So Margaret was in the chat yesterday, and I didn't know, so I'm glad she came in. Today the other ones haven't came in yet. Or they've seen me where it says live, Ron's live, but they're thinking, well, I won't go in there because he can't see me. They don't know I can see him now. Oh yeah, so I just Go to the book. Brad Pitt, Jack Nicholson. Yeah, especially Jack Nicholson. Big fan of Jack Nicholson. I even liked it when he was an Easy Rider, even though he wasn't the star. I liked his role. Yeah, it's right here, Easy Rider, 1969. I should get that on Blu-ray. I don't have that one. They only play it here in Vegas like maybe once a year. So if I'm lucky enough to catch it, yeah, I'll watch it. I do have One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest though with Jack Nicholson. I really like that movie. So like here you were saying about the 4K. So here it just says DVD and DVD Blu-ray. I don't even see 4K. Maybe they don't offer it yet. I don't know. Let's see. So Easy Rider, that's going for $11.99. And so Blu-ray, see, it's $31. See, that's about triple the price. So yeah, that's why I get just the regular DVDs, because I don't see all that big a difference to pay triple the price for a DVD, you know. If it was the same price, then I probably would, but you know, some are double. Now this is triple. You know, that's a lot of money. So you must have a nice big place with a 3-car garage. Drone 3 cars, not too shabby. Yeah, you got a 3-car garage. Yeah, that's pretty big. Yeah, in this area, there's a lot of big homes in this area. But I like it's, you know, convenient. Like you were saying earlier, it's close to the strip. If you want to go to a casino or eat at a restaurant in a casino, because most things, and some people don't like this, you know, I don't really gamble that much, you know, maybe once in a while a slot machine. I was never big into gambling and drinking or smoking and all that, but I have a lot of nice restaurants here, and most of them are in the casinos. So some people don't like that, you know, because you got to fight the traffic to get to the casino, and then park your car and walk. Or if you get valet, you still have a long way to walk all the way to the casino, to a restaurant. But to me, that's part of the fun. You know, you get out of the house, you know, you go for your walk or whatever, you go to the casino. It's wherever you want to go if you want to gamble or see a show. And then we have the nice restaurants in the casinos, but then there's fun places to go, you know, like neat ice cream shops or gelato shops or donut shops, you know, like New York, that's a real fun place to go eat in. There's all kinds of neat things in the New York hotel. Let's see, any pets, turtles or pit bulls or fishes? As far as pets, no fishes or pit bulls. I've always been into dogs since I was 10 years old. I used to have the Samoyed dogs. If you don't know what those are, they're kind of like a husky. They have a lot of hair and they're all white. You might see them pulling the snow. They're like snow dogs to pull the sleds, like in Alaska and Siberia where it's really cold. So I lived in California. I had the Samoyeds, and I was breeding them, you know, and selling the puppies. They make really cute puppies. And then I was in California, I got a male Pomeranian. I never had one of those. They kind of look like a little fox, you know, they're just like one big hairball. I don't know if you know what a Pomeranian looks like. And then I moved up here, brought him up here with me, and then I got another male, and he was even tinier. So my first male, full weight was about 11 or 12 pounds. That was pretty tiny. My second Pom, full grown, weighed about 7 pounds. So he was really tiny. And so my first one I called Sparky. My second one, I named him Rambo because he was so small and cute. You know, Rambo just seemed, and I take him to the vet or take him places. He was so cute, especially the women. They thought he was a female. He was like really cute. They tell me you should put him in the movies and on commercials and all that stuff, you know. But I had to put him to sleep a while back. And my first Palm, he got arthritis really, really bad. And then he started going blind. He started hugging the walls because he didn't want to run into anything. And he was crying with arthritis in his joints and his legs. So you had to put him to sleep. And then a few years later, my second Palm, Rambo, he was having heart problems and breathing, and his heart was getting thick somehow. So I took him to the vet, and like a person, they I'll put him like on a special breathing machine to help him breathe because he was having trouble breathing. And the vet bills were getting very expensive. It was almost like a human. It was like hundreds of dollars a day to keep him on this machine, and the medicine. And they said, even if you keep, Rambo in here, you could be in here a month and never get any better. It'll only get worse. So yeah, I had to make the decision, to put him to sleep, and because I knew he was suffering, and so yeah, that was about 9 years ago, and then yeah, I wanted to get another dog, but I didn't want to pretty much go through the pain of that because I have a real soft spot for dogs, and I haven't even been in a pet shop since then, because that's where I got my dogs, at a pet shop. So yeah, I won't even walk in a pet shop because I'll walk out with the dog. So yeah, that's my soft spot is for dogs, and between the two dogs, yeah, that got to me, pretty good. So I probably won't get any more dogs. I almost got a Pomeranian again after that, and then I changed my mind. So I want to visit Vegas. Let me come through. Have you ever been to Vegas before, Snakes? Yeah, if you have, what year? Because a lot of people tell me they've been here like, I don't know, 20 or 30 years ago. Then they're asking me what has changed, and we talk about that. And some people didn't know I lived out here, and they already came out here. Then they'll write me on YouTube, I was just there a month ago or something. I didn't know you lived there, Ron. Maybe we could have met for lunch or dinner or something. And so yeah, a lot of people come out. I'm surprised all the YouTubers I know that have already been out here, or they were out here maybe a month before they knew I lived out here. Because a lot of them, I'll mention in a video. I forget now how I do it, but I don't know. I'll mention I'm in Las Vegas. But they might not see that video when it comes out. They might go back and watch one maybe, from 6 months ago or something. Well, yeah, Snakes, I have a new video I put up today. Did you see it? So if you're done here, you might want to check it out. I got an AOK from Fireman Food, 1988. He's in the die-cast cars and Hot Wheels. I don't know if you know who that is. So I made a little video on that. So I put that up this morning. Forgot to mention that. Because when I get on the camera, I get distracted. So yeah, I have some movies on Netflix tonight I'm going to watch. I don't know which one yet. I watched Stallone movie last night, Over the Top. I watched that one. I don't know if you've seen that one. Where he's a truck driver. That was really good. Yeah, I think I've seen all of Stallone's movies. Love the Rockies, love the Rambos, love Cobra. I'm sure you've seen Cobra, where he drives the 50 Merc in there. I built a really nice model, a 50 Merc. They don't look like Cobra. It was a hardtop. I turned it into a convertible. I cut the top off and I customized it. I'll be showing that in an upcoming video in the future. I have some more models that I built that I haven't showed yet. I get so busy with the comic books and the Hot Wheels, then I slack off from showing the models that I built over the years. I showed the Munster coach. I have to show coming up Dragula from the Munsters. I showed the Monkey Mobile. Let's see. Yeah, I have to show Dragula. The Munster coach did real good on YouTube. A lot of people liked it. They want to see the Dragula that I built, Grandpa Munster's coffin car. And let's see. So yeah, some more will be coming up. Like I said, I just get so busy with the Hot Wheels and comic books. Sometimes I forget, of other cars. Then I have some more die-cast cars in different scales downstairs in two more bins. I've got them wrapped up like in bubble wrap. I got those big plastic bins from Walmart. I got them stacked up in there, really neat. Hot rods, 32 Fords, 50 Mercs, all kinds of sports cars, Ferraris, Porsches, movie cars, the Batmobile from the series, the Batmobiles from the newer movies, Vipers, all kinds of neat. I got some really good stuff I have to film, so I'll be coming out with a lot of cars, a lot of comic books, YouTube in the first place, because the phone just told me you're live. Like I just started. Big white letter says you're live. I already know that, phone. Hope this is a glitch and nothing's wrong with my phone. So anyway, yeah, a lot of people will ask me, how did you get started in YouTube? I said, well, I have such a big collection of everything, comic books, Hot Wheels, die-cast cars, other things, neat things. And I can't show everybody. I can't have everybody in the house. So that's what's nice about YouTube. I can put a video out and it, shoots out to the world so people can see. I like people to see and to learn, know what's out there. And what's weird, Snakes, I've had so many people collect comic books. Now they said, Ron, and kind of you inspire me. I'm going to start collecting Hot Wheels, and vice versa. They collect Hot Wheels or die-cast cars. They said, well, I'm going to start collecting comic books. They said, we see how much fun you have with it and the passion you have with it. So that's why I'm glad there's YouTube, because I get to share, and teach people and show them what's out there. So a lot of people might want to collect something, but they might not know how to or where to start, So a lot of people go back and they start watching my older videos, around about 3 years now. They'll start watching those from 3 years ago, 2 years ago, and I'll see them in my comments. So I go back and I answer them. So I like that. That makes being on YouTube more fulfilling, for me, when people start even watching my older videos. So yeah, that makes me happy. So how many cars do you think you have in your collection, Snakes? I don't even know in mine. I used to, like I said, I have some different scale die cast in my bins. And I knew it one time, but I forgot. It's been a while. I wrapped them up and I just put them in storage in the bins there. Yeah, I have a lot. And the thing is, before I started YouTube, I sold some. So I'm kind of sorry I did, because I could have put those on YouTube. So I sold some Vipers. They were sports cars. Some Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Porsches. So yeah, big collection. Wish I'd have kept the classic model cars I built, like I said earlier, to show on YouTube. So I still have some more coming out. But now I just think back, in my life, how many plastic models I built. I wish I would have wrote it down or something, each one. There's a lot. Like once you get going, once I got really good at it, I got on a roll, painting them, gluing them. Then I was trying to go out and buy every cool one that I thought was cool and then build it. But that's where I started getting so many. And I sold a lot at the Pomona Car Show. I was telling you about, I go there, to look at real cars. And they had what was called Toy Row. And the whole row, instead of being classic car parts, it was model cars and toy car guys. So I would go to a plastic model car guy that's selling them. I'd say, yeah, I build them, but I have too many and I'm running out of room. Do you buy them? They'll say, yes. I'd sell them by the box, like maybe 5 or 10 in each box. And I'd go to the car show maybe every 2 months, 3 months. I'd bring a box or two with me and he'd buy them. Then he would sell them, make a little money for him. And see, I don't even know how many I built. I don't even know how many I sold. I just kept building and selling, and I enjoyed building them. And now, I think back, I built some really neat ones I wish I would have saved. So, but I didn't know YouTube was going to come up into the future. So, well, you know what, Snakes? I might call it a night. My throat's getting kind of sore. So after I talk a few hours, it gets kind of hoarse. And my phone, I can't see the percentage, but it should be getting ready to cut out. And because I've seen the chats and this, I want to upload this and save it to my playlist. So I want to save a little bit of juice here to process it, because it takes about 10-15 minutes to process a 2-hour video on my phone. So I want to thank you for staying so long, and you asked some really great questions, Snakes. And I know I missed the one with the tattoo. Maybe you can put that in the comments after the live stream. Then later I'm going to try to work and try to shrink my face here. I don't know how that came about. So yeah, my phone should just be out of juice here. It don't say the percentage when I live stream. So I try to remember when I started. So yeah, I've been on almost 2 hours. So the juice goes real quick on the phone when I live stream. The cord's not long enough to plug it in. So yeah, maybe I better go before it runs out of juice. So okay, Snakes, I want you to stay safe out there, and thanks again for coming in, and you asked some really, really great questions that nobody else has really asked me before. So thank you for that. And I'll be going live soon again, maybe sometime over the weekend. So I don't know if my phone is fixed or if it's a glitch, but that's the last one for right now. It shouldn't be the phone, because my phone is just a little bit over a year old, so it's fairly new. So I don't know, maybe it's something with the signal or something. But yeah, since I restarted, it lasted 2 hours, now I'm at 1 hour and 57 minutes. So maybe when I reconnected it, maybe it got rid of that glitch, hopefully, because I don't know how to fix that one. So yeah, I'll be coming on, I like to come on around like 4 or 5 o'clock, like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So I hope I see you again, Snakes, and thanks for coming in, and take care, buddy, and stay safe out there, and do what you can to stay safe, and I will see you next time, okay? It was a pleasure talking to you, buddy. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you next time.